Hello and welcome to India Ideas. I'm Gautam Roy, and this is a show which is all about science and tech, startups, be it disruption or be it innovation. It's all about that. And today we're taking forward our quest to find out more about the journey and the way forward of startups that have been cited by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and they're all winners of MyGov's Atmanirbhar Bharat App Innovation Challenge as well. Let's just introduce you to some of those co-founders. We have Chingari's co-founder Aditya Kothari with us. We've got StepSetGo's co-founder and CEO Shivjeet Ghatke as well, and founder and CEO CoreOver Ask Sarkar Ankush Sabarbal as well. Welcome to you all. First, to you, Aditya Kothari. In terms of the journey of Chingari, it started much before this entire app challenge came along and the ban on Chinese apps as well, of which a lot of people perceive that you've been a very, very big beneficiary. But taken all together, the journey has been much longer and there have been milestones that have been crossed after a lot of hard work, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in fact, so we started off Chingari almost 18 months back. It's not been an app that popped up after the China ban. So yeah, I mean, we've been working on the tech and on the entire platform the last 18 months. And January is when we did our launch, and we had a lot of traction going on. And of course, I mean, up till March or April, I think we had 7 million users. Then Mr. Anand Mahindra got to know about us. He tweeted, so that sort of spread in the entire ecosystem. Then of course we had the China ban app that sort of just lifted us from, let's say, around 9 million users to 25 million users in a matter of 2 weeks. So it was a great opportunity for all, not just us, but all the Indian startups as well in this space. So yeah.
Sounds great. And Shivjeet, as far as StepSetGo is concerned, that seems to be like a godsend as far as, this entire lockdown period when we had that lockdown is concerned. Even now, people are advised to stay, as much indoors as possible. And StepSetGo keeps them active even indoors. Is that something that was the genesis of the idea for StepSetGo, or did you guys just figure out that people need to be perhaps fitter in this country and the world over?
No, on the contrary, actually. So the thought of StepSetGo, at least in the earlier stages, was to make sure that you get out of your house and start working outside. So we were actually incentivizing you to step outside your workplace and go for those short walks when you have those downtimes, right? And the idea of StepSetGo when we started it was a very different one. The idea was because we noticed not only in the Indian market, but the world over, we have a large chunk of the population that wants to do something, wants to inculcate fitness into their daily lifestyle, but cannot. And this is primarily because you have excuses like, I don't know where to start, or you don't have the discipline to continue after you start doing some sort of fitness activity. So StepSetGo kind of aimed at that, and what we wanted to do was get people at least tracking the most basic form of fitness, which is walking, which we could authenticate and actually reward them for. And that was how the concept of StepSetGo kind of came together. And the lockdown actually didn't help us, even though you think of a lot of startups in the fitness space that were really impacted positively by this lockdown, because the whole at-home fitness culture kind of went to a whole new level. But
Yes.
StepSetGo in itself didn't really switch things up, right? Because we were just making sure people walked a little bit more. That would still work for us. We've been gaining users constantly throughout the 2 years that we've been online. And obviously, after winning the Atmanirbhar challenge, after our Honorable Prime Minister did mention us in the Mann Ki Baat, that kind of skyrocketed even there. So yes, the idea wasn't that. The idea wasn't to get people to walk just indoors. The idea was to just get them to move and start doing that at least.
Wonderful. And of course, Ask Sarkar is a totally different kind of a calling, really, because people wanting to access government services are quite frequently and have been quite frequently frustrated, because when they just do a normal search through a search engine, a lot of options do pop up, but they don't know which one will be the best and which will give them the best information, the most accurate information, the most effective information. And Ankush, how have you guys helped people do that?
Right. Thank you so much, Gautam, for bringing me in here. Yes, as you exactly said. So the problem which everyone was facing has brought us here. So it was all about the problem which face and identify those problems and see how we can, solve it the best way, and possibly use technology as far as possible so that the solutions are scalable. As you rightly said, so if you ask a question, so we get a lot of answers, probable answer, and we spend sometimes a day to find, hey, which is the right information for me. And see, the search engines, definitely they help us a lot, but they are not designed to give us the authentic information, right? So they don't even claim that. So when people even search, hey, I need to apply for scholarship, I need to say apply for Aadhaar card, or I need to say apply for driving license. So in the search engines, right, you might find some ads and probably some web pages which are better SEO and better page ranks. And the real provider of that information, or the real provider of that service, so they may not even pop up in the first page. So the idea was all to solve that, so that we give the answer from the verified sources, and especially the government sources.
Okay, wonderful. We'll find out how you went about doing that as well. But as far as Chingari is concerned, Aditya, just tell us how things have evolved for you, because we know that there was one phase when Chingari was being downloaded so much that your servers had a bit of a trouble coping with it as well. How are things now?
I mean, it's just growing organically. In fact, today we are at somewhere around 40 million plus users. In a matter of 4 months, in the last 4 months, we have around 95 to 100 million videos that are being watched every day. And the best part is we've been seeing content creators from the remotest of village that the names you've not heard of, right? And that's one of our key targets that we wanted to reach out to, the real Bharat, right? I mean, the tier 2, 3, 4 and beyond. So it's been great. And not only from that, we've also been seeing a lot of Bollywood artists, Bollywood celebrities, people from the small series joining the platform organically. And again, all this has been through word of mouth. And of course, our Prime Minister sort of endorsed us and supported us as well by mentioning us in Mann Ki Baat and the Atmanirbhar App Challenge as well. So it's been going great. In fact, we are one of the only platforms that have their own AR filters, apart from a global platform like Snapchat. And the fun fact is we also crossed Snapchat's user base in India. Snapchat has around, I think, 35 million users. We had around 40 million users in a matter of 4 months. So, yeah.
Wonderful. That is quite a feat. But just tell us, Aditya mentioned both the Prime Minister citing his app as well as the challenge, the app challenge. But Shivjit, the government has taken a lot of initiatives to encourage and foster startups as well. Do you feel that that ecosystem that has been evolving has also helped you guys along in your journey as far as Stepset Go is concerned?
Oh, yes, most definitely, right? So not only talking about the Atmanirbhar Challenge or just mentioning and endorsing the application, just the initiatives that are being put forward by the government under the Startup India scheme are brilliant, right? As long as you get chosen into them, you get a tax holiday, you get to dilute your shares without really getting taxed on them. The ESOP structure becomes a lot simpler. Everything, the amount of things that are going inside that scheme is helping us a lot, right? We are just about to enter a place where we are taking the first round of investments. We are completely bootstrapped till now. And now we really see the value of that, right? Till now, we don't really get to see that. But once you start scaling to the apps that are basically that you've heard of, right? The global level apps. Once you start scaling to that level, that is when these schemes kind of really, really help you out. And I think that's a great initiative by the government. At least.
Yes, and in terms of what more could the government do, if I could ask you, Ankush, because our Sarkar is again, in fact, partnering with a company which, now is publicly listed as well, but was a government initiative.
Yeah, yes. Very fortunate and very thankful to IRCTC. So we partner with them to take this initiative and take the solution which has helped already millions of users to all the organizations possible to help their users. So let me cite when we launched our Sarkar, we have got 235 million users across our platform powered virtual assistants. So now we got 275, so the jump of around 40 million users after Honorable Prime Minister spoke about us. So now IRCTC would be co-selling reselling our virtual assistants across organizations, government, private, across verticals, across sectors. We'll be announcing that pretty soon. So all geared up technically and with all the possible ways to support Indian organizations first to kind of help their users get right information instantly without the users waiting to get the right information. And in around 12 languages, right? We support 12 Indian languages. So our service is not only for kind of tier A, tier 1 cities. Idea is to reach to even to the bottom of the pyramid. So it's one to give service to everyone. Other bias factor is once they use it, our platforms would get better day by day when we see everyone across India using the product. Any AI product is as good as the data we have, so that eventually when people use it, so our platform would definitely be better and would help more and more organizations globally.
Aditya, just tell us, I mean, technology is at the backbone of what all of you guys are doing. So just tell us a little bit more about the kind of technology that your app is using at the moment and how that is evolving as well.
So yeah, of course, like Ankush mentioned, even our app is driven by AI and ML. In fact, if you really have to make a brilliant short form video app, AI and ML recommendation engine has to be really, really good. And since we are just 4 months old with the traction that we have, AI is something that keeps learning and developing. And our models have just been getting better and better, and which is one of the reasons why we are why we have one of the highest engagement times in the short form video space in India. So yeah, I mean, the best part is we see a lot of tech talent in India. So we are not just stopping ourselves from hiring people in India, but we're also going to countries like Singapore, US, and like I said, it's amazing to see the kind of the traction that we've been getting, the kind of the kind of people that we are hiring. I mean, that's been phenomenal. So yeah, I mean, like I said, we've spent 18 months in the past to build the entire tech, and now that's when you see the results that you see right now. So yeah, I mean, we've just been hiring best people across the globe to make our tech more strong now.
Mm-hmm. And is that how your progression has also been, Shivjeet, as far as StepSet Go is concerned, in terms of bringing on more and more tech tools onto the same platform to ensure that the user interface, the user experience is all the more better?
Yeah, so basically what we are trying to do is we are integrating a lot of the gamification factor and the social side of fitness to try and come together to keep people motivated, to keep people basically keep to their fitness goal and continue doing what they're doing. Because the plague that affects the fitness industry is the fact that you run out of motivation. And once you run out of motivation, you give up. So on the 1st of Jan, you'll make your commitments. It's coming. So everybody's going to make their commitments to get their six pack. They're going to start going to the gym. They're going to have one late night at work 1 or 2 weeks later. And all of that is going to stop. You'll start again next year, right? So that is what plagues it, right? Even if you drop off, when you come back, you want something new. So what we were trying to do is trying to keep it basic, simple. That's why we started with walking. Again, when you talk about the AI ML, there are lots of different features in StepSet Go that use that, right? Recommendation of the right product for you to use the coins that you earned through walking to basically get you to the product that you necessarily want. That's what even I was talking about here a little bit earlier, right? Just basically getting the right product for the right user. That requires a lot. So even when it comes to authenticating the steps that you're taking, we are restricted by the mobile phone right now. We are working with wearables going forward. That is also going to be integrated. But right now, there's a lot we can do by just analyzing the amount of data that is coming in to authenticate what is a real step and what is not, right? Because if you're getting free things out of the app, you're incentivized to cheat. So there's a lot of tech that goes inside understanding what's coming in and then basically taking out the clutter and authenticating each and every step that's coming in. So yes, there's a lot of this thing required from that side, but we are going to a completely other spectrum where we are trying to use the front camera to assess whether you are doing a sit-up correctly.
That's a great proposition that instead of spending on the gym, you get paid to, be fitter. In terms of the tech that Ask Sarkar is using, it's of course powered by Korova, and Korova is all about chat bots. Ankush, tell us a little bit more about it, how the entire chatbot market is really quite mind-boggling if you look at it, the projections.
Definitely. So, see, it's growing 30% every year, year on year, and CAGR. And if you see, there are many reports which they're saying the chatbot market would be around 100 billion market by end of 2025. And see, there was, if you see, the chatbots were already there in the space in the market around 4 to 5 years ago, but the expectations did not match. So the pop-up used to come up in the website, hey, I can help you. But as a user, when we were asking questions, and probably we were not getting the desired answers.
Yeah, there were some templated responses, and beyond the point, it didn't really help.
That's correct. So the bots were very simple, less tech, less computing, and less data, right? As I said, as more and more users come and use this ecosystem, the accuracy would be better. It's nothing against the technology companies who had launched the bot earlier. It was about the ecosystem. So now we are rightly placed to have the services around that. And now we see the adoption of users is also a big factor. If you see, we already saw the success with Alexa, let me quote them, right? So 100 million devices were sold. It means people are adopting to the bots. And so earlier, when it was about any technology product, we used to believe the Japanese fundamental zero defect. So in AI, we cannot achieve that. And I think users are okay now to get sometimes even wrong answers, right? So if you see Siri, it's around more than 10 years old, but still sometimes we don't get the right answer. So it's okay, right? So even if we receive 90% accuracy, and I'm very glad to tell you, few of our clients are getting 100% accuracy.
Wonderful.
So 99% accuracy. One of our clients, let me name them, Indraprastha Gas Limited. So
because you have a conversational chatbot.
That's correct. So we understand what users are saying, and so bots can just be click-through bots. So we don't say sometimes allow user to type, but all our bots are conversational. User can just speak by voice or text in any language. So we went a step ahead to considering a fact like we are social beings and we don't want to talk to bots always, right? We want to talk to the human. So we have to provide as human experience as possible. So we did that by just not adding voice, by just not adding the vernacular support, by just not adding our AI capability in non-internet sources, like people can even do chat through AI in SMS without internet, even phone call. So we went beyond and have video bot as well. So people can interact with a real person, but virtually. So so we launched Ask Doc, which is world's first AI doctor, and we are going to do a lot more in this space.
That's what it's all about, Aditya, because it's being talked about already that India can be the AI hub, the startup hub. It is already a huge one, and the sky's the limit, and it's all based on the kind of technology that you can build into your product, and how you seeing the evolution of your app Chingari in terms of adding more and more to it.
I think one of the achievements that we've had is we haven't spent a single dime or penny on advertisements. So all the 40 million users that I'm talking about is completely organic and word of mouth, which I think is a really good sign for us, and the kind of love and the we're seeing both from the content creator side and from the user side. Like I said, our biggest achievement is the tech that we've created. I mean, right from our in-app camera, 60 to 70% of the videos that you see on Chingari are created by content creators using the Chingari camera, right? And that's one of the reasons why we spent the last 16 or 18 months building on it. I think we've been seeing great traction. Like I said, we are touching 100 million videos that I've watched every day.
But just tell me what exactly is the Chingari camera, because every phone has a camera, doesn't it?
Yeah, but so the in-app camera, like you see in different apps, for example, let's say a Snapchat or a Chingari, is completely built in-house by the team itself. And it's way different from your normal camera app, right? I mean, the clarity, the pixelation, everything is completely different. And it's a completely different technology that's been used by the global companies. And we are proud to say that we are one of them competing with the global companies today. So, yeah.
That's great. And Shivjit, as far as the tech features that you're building up in your app, what are they really tailored to ensure that people have the best kind of user experience, or you're trying to ensure that other things such as privacy and other important things that anybody looking for fitness is concerned will be there as well.
So privacy obviously is something that we take in high regard, right? So in the beginning, when we just launched the application, we thought having a profile that just tells you how many steps you walk on a daily basis should not be something that you're scared about other people seeing, because we had a completely open profile. But then we started getting users telling us that I don't want my teacher to see I'm walking in the day. Right? In case I've called in sick and my teacher has steps at go, she knows I'm walking around, so I'm going to get caught. So that is why we had to add a layer of privacy even there, because people don't want it. It's personal, right? It's their information. It shouldn't be shared without them wanting to. So then we had to take even a further step back to make sure that everything is kind of vetted and only then shown to other people once the user is completely okay with it. Right, so that is one thing that we had to do. From a technology aspect, yes, as I told you previously, we are doing a lot when it comes to using the phone to do a lot of different authentication of what you are doing, authenticating that you've done a certain exercise to reward you for that, right? But
Yes.
the core of the whole ecosystem, what we believe is going to help it, like the rewards is a good first hook to get everybody to start tracking their steps. But everybody who starts tracking their steps is going to want the next level of fitness. It could be a yoga class, it could be swimming, it could be table tennis, it could just be a walk in the park, right? So what we are trying to do here is gamify that as much as possible and bring as much social elements as possible so you can share your journey with everybody else without us taking too much onus in it, right? You are sharing your journey with your family. That's what Steps at Go has done. I feel like I'm going to repeat a lot of similar things Aditya said in his category about Steps at Go, because we are clocking in the highest number of time spent by a user on the application, even though we are just tracking steps right now, right? We have the highest retention in our category, right? So there are a lot of things that are going for us because we are focusing a lot more on trying to gamify and socialize the whole experience while we have that first hook, which is the rewarding layer, right? And then the technology just kind of plays up everything we do because it kind of just makes everything more seamless, right?
Right. Now, the success, of course, and how you guys will inspire others to also come up with their ventures, their apps, their services is by becoming commercially successful, becoming, monetizing your products well. Ankush, how is that story going as far as, Ask Sarkar is concerned? Because at some level, Ask Sarkar is like a demonstrator of your other capabilities where CoreOver is concerned.
Right. So, see, Ask Sarkar is definitely it's kind of our own brand, of course, endorsed by Digital India and Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister himself. So we have a platform, and using conversational AI platform, using that platform, we create many apps. So some apps are owned by us, and some apps are owned by the organization themselves, right? Like we have Ask Pi, which is bought off National Payment Corporation of India, and say Ask Era by say ITC, Vani KSRTC. So we were working with the complete ecosystem so that we work with the organizations who need AI services, and also we are also working with a lot of other tech companies so that we can synergize and provide a lot of complementary services. So we have around 275 million users, and we are not just B2B, so we are B2B2C. It's not like our technology is just owned and say sitting on someone's website and we don't access to the users. So we have many arrangements where we give service directly to the users. Like in case of IRCTC, KSRTC, we partner with a lot of companies. Say Nazara, we recently tied up a few days ago. Hungama, GameZop, and Cash Karo. Many other companies we are working with so that we provide better and better services to our users. And let me also tell you, the Microsoft is also co-selling our solution globally. So now, so if you go to Microsoft website, look for the chatbot, that would be our chatbot. So we are getting support all over to kind of.
You have clients then. What about you, Aditya, in terms of monetization? Because you guys are even giving rewards and pretty hefty ones. How are you going to make it, ensure that you have a revenue stream that supports that if you want to have it as a regular feature?
Well, the good news is that we have a lot of brand interest, incoming brand interest, really big brands which I cannot name, but yeah. So we've already started early monetizing, but yeah, we have a lot of plans in place. We have a lot of monetization models in place, and we'll definitely announce it as and when we launch it on the platform.
Okay, you're not talking too much about it at this stage. Okay, fine. Shivjeet, what about you guys? Because again, I'm sure a lot of brands, the brands that are into fitness, shoes or apparel, they would have a lot of interest where StepSetGo is concerned.
Oh, yes, of course, actually. So for us, at least me and my other two co-founders, Abhay and Misal, for us, we believed in one thing, right? And one thing alone, that if your business is not a profitable one or doesn't have a quick way to profitability, it's a hobby, right? So it's not really a business. So we made sure that we get that out of the, we make sure we attain that, right? So after the first 2 months, first 3 months, again, a little bit of the story of what Aditya said in his thing, because we got a lot of organic growth because that gamification and the reward factor really worked for us. And then the revenue started coming in. Obviously, because of the high growth potential and because of the advertising revenue coming in, we kind of broke even in the first 2 months itself. And then we could we could hire more people, we could make the product better at a much faster rate than what we had envisioned without getting the investment in, right? So yes, profitability is something that we've looked at the early stage, and we are building more and more things. We are providing solutions not only to customers, but we are building stuff for corporates. We are working with insurance companies to try and kind of tie that up with fitness. We are doing a lot of different things at the background, which you can't really see in the forefront because you just see the B2C application. But we are doing a lot of B2B tie-ups in the back end to try and make sure that this solution gets integrated either in the insurance space, in the corporate space, or even, as you said, right, going to your nearest Starbucks, walking 200 steps to your Starbucks and getting a 20 rupees off on your coffee. That is something that StepSetGo has the power to do, right? It's something that we're trying with bigger brands like I won't name them again, but yeah, so we're trying that with bigger brands where we actually use hyper local deals for users next to their house or next to their place of work. But yes, there's a lot of we've already sorted out the advertising revenue side of things. We slowly move into giving the user the option to try and buy a StepSetGo premium membership to have those additional fitness related solutions, right? That is where we are moving towards next.
Sounds wonderful. I hope that you get to build upon your journeys and take them forward, because then you become inspiration for others as well. And that's what our country needs at this stage, technology to harness it completely. And the best way forward is through innovation and more entrepreneurship, which is what this show is also all about. Thanks for joining us today.